Here we go with Game 70 of the King of the Hill tournament. Last chance for the 1950s and 60s great teams of the Yankees to make some noise in this tournament. The current Kings of the Hills are the 1963 Los Angeles Dodgers. They're trying to win their third game in a row. It takes 4 wins to get ahead of the 1935 Pittsburgh Crawfords, who are in first place, or the 1938 New York Yankees, who are in second place. Top 2 teams at this end of the tournament. At the end of the tournament, we'll play a best of 7 series for the winner of the King of the Hill tournament. I know this is a long project. I want to try to get it done by ball season. Maybe when we get down to the end, we might just put every other game on the channel. I'm not sure if we have time to play all the rest of the games to get up to current days if we put every game on the channel. Well, we'll see. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. How it goes. Today we have the Yankees of 1964. Here's their starting lineup. Richardson, Tresh, and Mantle. Maris, Howard, and Pepitone. Kubek, Boyer, and Al Downing on the mound. He is a grade B XW pitcher using basic Apba, and the Yankees are fielding column 1. They add up to a total of 46, which is an extremely strong defensive team. For the Los Angeles Dodgers, you got Maury Wills, Junior Gilliam, Tommy Davis, Frank Howard, Ron Fairley, Willie Davis, Johnny Roseboro, Ken McMullen, and Bob Miller is on the mound. He is a grade C starting pitcher with a Y modifier. And their total points add up to fielding column 2, just barely. I like to roll 6 dice at a time, and it helps the game move just a little bit faster. I read them in the order of the colors. I read red first, white second, blue, then purple, yellow, and green. Bobby Richardson steps into the box, facing Bob Miller, and Richardson rolls a 2-4 with a fly ball to Willie Davis in center field. 1 gone for the Yankees. Tommy Tresh rolls a 6-1, and that's a 40. Fielding column 2. Foul ball, strike 1. Next rolls a 65, that's popped up over toward the Yankee dugout. Johnny Roseboro giving chase. Puts it away just in front of the dugout steps, 2 outs. Here's Mickey Mantle, who rolls a 6-1, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 up and 3 down for the Bronx Bombers. We go to the bottom of the first. No score with the Dodgers coming to bat. We're at the 4th slot of the pitching rotation. If the Dodgers survive, the next game will be pitched by Sandy Koufax, an AC pitcher. Al Downing is facing Maury Wills. 5-3 for Wills. That's a 20. Ground ball to Bobby Richardson at first. He boots it. Error for the second baseman, little Bobby Richardson, E4. And Maury Wills is on at first. A lot of speed. Junior Gilliam, a good hit and run bat. And they will employ the hit and run. There goes Wills. Pitch hits Junior Gilliam. Gilliam hit by pitcher. First and second. That brings up Tommy Davis with 2 men ahead of him. Davis's roll is a 6-6 roll, and that sends us to the second column, 4-3. That's just an 8. Line drive single over the head of Tony Kubek, and that will score 1 runner. The other goes to second base. So Wills, of course, with his speed, he scores. Gilliam holds up at second. RBI for Tommy Davis, and the Dodgers break out on top in the first inning, 1-0. Still nobody out. Here's Big Frank Howard. He rolls a 1-3, and that's going to be a base on balls. Loading the bases for the Dodgers. Can Ron Fairley put a quarter in the merry-go-round? He rolls a 6-4. That is a 41. The Yankees are playing their infield back. Line drive to the shortstop, Kubek near second base. He steps on second base, throws the first. It is a triple play. Tony Kubek, and Kubek to Pepitone. And talk about throwing a pail of cold water on a rally. That's a triple play. First one I can recall having on the channel. Score that 6 put out and 6 unassisted and 6-3, 6 assists to put out 3 at first base. Wow. High fives all over the Yankee dugout. We go to the top of the second inning. Dodgers 1 and the Yankees nothing. Here is Roger Maris, the leadoff for New York. He rolls a 1-2. That's going to be a ground ball hit to second base. Junior Gilliam to his left. Has it, throws the first. Maris is retired 4-3. Here's Ellie Howard, the catcher. He rolls a 4-6. That's a ground ball to third base. Ken McMullen manning third base for the Dodgers. Throws the first. 2 outs. And here is Joe Pepitone. He rolls a 1-6, and that's a ground out to the shortstop. 3 up and 3 down. Again for the Yankees. We go to the bottom of the second. No score for the Yankees. 1 run for the Dodgers. Center fielder Willie Davis comes to the plate to start off the Dodger half of the second inning. Al Downing goes into the windup. Here's the pitch to Willie Davis. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Tom Tresh is playing left field for the Yankees, and he makes the catch. 1 out. Catcher Johnny Roseborough rolls a 3-6, and that is a 33. Pop out to Bobby Richardson at second base. Here is Ken McMullen. McMullen's roll is a 5-1. That's a line drive single over the head of Tony Kubek. Brings up the pitcher, Bob Miller. His roll is a 5-3. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The end of the second inning. No runs for the Dodgers on a hit and 1 left. Go to the top of the third. It's Dodgers 1 and the Yankees nothing. All right, Bob Miller returns to the mound. He is a utility pitcher, starter, and reliever. He played from 57 to 74, played on a lot of championship teams, the 63, 65 Dodgers, and the 71 Pirates. He played on 5 league winners, but he also played on 4 teams that lost more than 100 games, including the New York Mets. Had a 12-game losing streak for the 62 Mets. So he saw it all in his baseball career, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Tony Kubek leads off for the Yankees. Down by a run here in the top of the third. 6-1 is a little roller back to Bob Miller. Picks it up and throws the first. Kubek's retired, and the Yankees are still looking for their first hit. Here's Clete Boyer, the third baseman. He rolls a 1-5. And that is the base hit. First hit for the Yankees. Single to left center field for Clete Boyer. Al Downing, the pitcher. He rolls a 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Al Downing. 4-2 is a 2. Al Downing sprays one down the right field line into the corner. It rattles around. He rounds second, goes to third. Pitcher Al Downing has a triple. That drives in Clete Boyer. RBI for the pitcher. And ties the game 1-1. Al Downing is a fast runner for a pitcher. Here is Bobby Richardson. Richardson rolls a 6-2. The Dodgers are playing the infield in. 6-2 is a 29. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Downing holds at third. The out's at first base. 2 gone, and here's Tommy Tresh. Tresh rolls a 5-1. Tresh lays into one deep to center field, but it's going to be catchable. Caught by Willie Davis. That's the end of the 3rd inning. But the Yankees tie the game on 2 hits. Bottom of the 3rd, 1-1. All right, Morty Rules is having a good project. He's 3 for 9, batting .333. He leads off the last of the 3rd for the Dodgers. There's a pitch from Al Downing. He rolls a 1-2. That's a ground ball to Bobby Richardson at second base. Throw to first, and Wills is retired. 1 out. Brings up Junior Gilliam. Gilliam rolls a 6-6 roll, and 5-4 is the next roll. That's just a 7 for a single. Fast runner at first for the Dodgers, 1 out. Here is Tommy Davis. Davis singled in the Maury Wills in the 1st inning. And he also hits a single here to right field in the 3rd inning. Gilliam will round 2nd, stop at 3rd. Davis is at 1st. Dodgers have men on the corners with 1 out. Yankees will play their infield double play depth for Frank Howard. Hondo is 3 for 8 in this series. Here's the delivery from Downing, and a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. First baseman Ron Fairley, who was stung by lining out into a triple play in the 1st inning. He rolls a 1-5. And Ron Fairley strokes a base hit to right field. That will score Gilliam. 2nd run for the Dodgers. Tommy Davis goes to 3rd. So still runners on the corners. But that was fairly good by Ron Fairley, putting the Dodgers in the lead, 2-1. Better is Willie Davis. And I've used up 6 dice rolls. Here's the pitch to Davis. 1-3 roll is a base on balls. That will load the bases. Well, we know what happened the last time the Dodgers had them full. It can't happen again. There's already 2 outs. Johnny Roseboro is the batter. Popped out to second base his first time up. He rolls a 2-4, and that is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Al Downing wiggles out of further damage. 1 run is scored on 3 hits. Dodgers lead 2-1. Let's go to the 4th inning. All right, 1964, Mickey Mantle bounced back from an injury-plagued 63 season where he missed most of the season with injuries. 64, he had .303 with 35 home runs. Steps in the box here against Bob Miller, top of the 4th inning, with his team down by a run, and he draws a ball 4 for a base on balls. Mantle trots to first base. Here's Roger Maris. Maris rolls a 1-6. Slow ground ball to second base, picked up by Gilliam, the throw to first. Maris is out. Mantle goes to second. Here is Ellie Howard. 1-1 roll for Howard. That's a hit column roll, and 1-6 is a drive way back in the left center field. It bounces up against the wall. It will be a run-scoring double for Elston Howard. Scoring Mantle from second. Yankees tie the score at 2-2. Joe Pupatone is a left-handed batter. He hits a ground ball to first base. Picked up by Ron Fairley. He steps on the bag unassisted. Elston Howard advances to third. Now there's 2 outs. And Tony Kubek. Kubek rolls a 1-1 roll. We need another roll. This is the second column roll, 1-3. That's a double for Tony Kubek, scoring Elston Howard. Yankees take a 3-2 lead. With 2 outs here is Clete Boyer. Boyer rolls a 2-3, and that'll end the inning. Ground ball to Junior Gilliam at second base. Throw to Fairley. Yankees scored 2 runs on 2 doubles, one by Howard, one by Kubek. And the Yankees now assume the lead at 3-2, bottom of the 4th inning. Young 21-year-old Ken McMullen will lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. He was a graduate of Oxnard High School, drafted by the Dodgers, and had a couple of successful seasons in the minor leagues. So it was a September call-up in '62 for the Dodgers, where he went 3 for 11 and won the job in '63 as a regular third baseman. Here's the pitch to Ken McMullen. He rolls a 2-3, and that's a ground ball back to the pitcher, Al Downing. Throws to first. McMullen's retired. He's 1 for 2. Pitcher Bob Miller. Miller rolls a 2-5. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 4 strikeouts for Al Downing. Top of the order, and Maurice Morning Wills. That's a fun second name, middle name Morning. Pitch to Wills is a 2-5. And that's a base hit by Maury Wills. And we're playing basic Apba. He's going to steal second on the next pitch and be in scoring position for Junior Gilliam. Gilliam rolls a 3-1. Gilliam hits a base hit over Bobby Richardson, and because of the stolen base, Wills is in position to score, and he does. RBI single by Junior Gilliam. He is 2 for 2. It's also reached by a hit ball. This game is back and forth. It's tied again. Tommy Davis. Let's see. Davis rolls a 4-5. That's going to be a base on balls. And like Junior Gilliam, Tommy Davis has been on base all 3 times. 2 singles and now a walk. First and second with 2 outs. Here's Frank Howard. Chance to really knock a hole in this game. Howard rolls a 3-6, and that's going to be a base on balls. Loading the bases. It's been a struggle for both of these pitchers. Ron Fairley steps in. Al Downing might be at the end of his rope, but he's pitching to Ron Fairley. Here's the pitch to Fairley. He rolls a 1-4, and that's a fly out to left field. So once again, Downing escapes major damage. They do get a run on 2 hits. We're tied 3-3 into the 5th inning. Our pitcher Al Downing will lead off the top of the 5th inning. Yankees have had 3 runs on 4 hits. Dodgers have had 3 runs on 7 hits. Pitch to Downing is a 3-2 roll. That's a ground ball to second baseman Junior Gilliam, who sidearm flips to Ron Fairley at first to retire the pitcher. Brings up Bobby Richardson, who rolls a 4-1, and that's hit on the ground. A worm burner to shortstop, picked up by Maury Wills. Richardson's out. Tommy Tresh rolls a 5-1, and that is a 9 against a C, which is going to be an out. Pop out to third base. 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. Bottom of the 5th inning, 3-3 tie. All right, Al Downing's rated to pitch to 30 batters. He's only pitched to 23 so far. He's greatly helped by a first inning triple play that got him out of a bases loaded situation and nobody out in the first inning. Willie Davis steps in the box for the bottom of the 5th inning for the Dodgers, and he rolls a 4-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Downing has struck out 5 Dodgers. He's walked 4. Johnny Roseboro. Roseboro rolls a 4-3. That's a ground ball to first base, taken by himself, Joe Pepitone. 2 outs. And now Ken McMullen rolls a 1-3, and that's going to be a walk. 5 walks surrendered by Al Downing. Here's a pitcher, Bob Miller. His role is a 5-4, and it's a fly out to right fielder Roger Maris to close out the 5th inning. Go to the top of the 6th. We're deadlocked at 3 apiece. All right, Mantle, Maris, and Howard due to bat in the 6th inning. Bob Miller still out there for the Dodgers. Here's a pitch to the Mick. 3-2 roll is a ground ball to second base. Junior Gillian scoops and throws to first. Retires Mantle, who's 0 for 2, reached once with a walk. Roger Maris comes to bat. 1-1 roll for Roger Maris. That's a hit column roll. And 1-4 is just a 7. That's a single. If you look at his home run totals, like in the year he had 61 in 1961, didn't have a lot of doubles. He had less than 20 doubles. There's a single, though, on a second column roll for Maris. He's at first. Elston Howard rolls a 3-6. 33 on fielding column 2 is a high pop-up on the infield, called for by Ken McMullen, and he puts it away, 2 outs. There's Joe Pepitone's got some power. He had 28 homers in 68. Pepitone rolls a ground ball to shortstop. Maury Wills throws the first. Yankees are retired in the top of the 6th. It's still Yankees 3 and the Dodgers 3. All right, the Yankees will want to keep Maury Wills off the bases. We're getting late in the game and a tie game. Maury Wills leads off for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch from Al Downing. 3-3 roll for Maury Wills. That's a base hit single for Wills. He is 2 for 3 today. Because of the 331s, I've been hitting running a lot with Wills on first and Gilliam batting. Seems like every time it's happened, there's nobody out. So we're going to do that again. Hit and run play. 2-6 is a 31. And that's a base hit to right center field. Hit and run plays off. Wills holds up at third. And the Dodgers have first and third with nobody out. Timeout. All right, the 64 Yankees have a pretty good bullpen. They're going to call on their bullpen here and bring in Pete Mickelson. He's a grade B pitcher with a Y and W modifier. Right-handed, so he'll get a bump up to an A, pitching to Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis rolls a 3-1, which is an 8 against an A. Yankees playing their infield in because the game is tied. Tommy Davis hits a fly ball to fairly deep right field, caught by Roger Maris. Maury Wills tags and scores the go-ahead run. RBI for Tommy Davis. That's his second RBI today. Dodgers take a 4-3 lead. Here's Frank Howard with 1 out. Frank Howard rolls a 6-6 roll. There's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A 2-run home run for Frank Howard makes it 6-3, and the Dodgers have doubled their lead over the Yankees. First 2 runs in this inning will be counted against Al Downing's record. So he goes 5 1/3 and gives up 4 runs. And then, of course, the home run is off Mickelson's record and brings up Ron Fairley with the bases clear. Fairley rolls a 3-6, and that's a base on balls. Misery continues for the Bronx Bombers. Willie Davis rolls a 4-5, and that's going to be a base on balls. Yankee pitching today cannot find a strike zone. Hit batter and 6 walks. Here's Johnny Roseboro. Roseboro need another roll. 5-1 is a 9. Roseboro gets an infield base hit. Fast runner for a catcher. That loads the bases, and that's going to be all for Pete Mickelson, who recorded but one out. Hal Reniff will be the new Yankee pitcher. He is a right-handed B pitcher with no modifiers. He'll be grade A, be the same side as pitching to Kim McMullen. The Yankees are playing the infield back. 6-6 roll for McMullen. It just continues. And the hit column is a drive by Kim McMullen. It could be a grand slam by Kim McMullen. I would say the horse is out of the barn. 10-3, Dodgers. That closes the books on Pete Mickelson. He pitches 1/3 of an inning, gives up 4 runs. Bob Miller comes to bat, still only 1 out in the inning. It's been single, homer, walk, single, and a grand slam. 3-6 is a 33, and that's going to be a pop out to Bobby Richardson at second base. 2 outs. Turn over the lineup. The 10th batter in the inning is Maury Wills. And he rolls a 3-5, which is a base hit for Maury Wills. He's got 2 hits in the inning. Junior Gilliam. 1-3 is a base on balls. 12th batter in the inning is Tommy Davis. 4-1 is a ground out to the shortstop. Lord have mercy, the Dodgers scored 7 runs on 6 hits. The big blow of the inning was the grand slam by Kim McMullen. Top of the 7th inning, Dodgers 10 and the Yankees 3. The Yankees come up in the 7th, 7 runs down. Tony Kubek will lead off. This will be the fatigue inning for Bob Miller. 3 bad things happen to him. His grade will go down. Tony Kubek rolls a 4-6. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Throws to first. Kubek's retired. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Cletus Boyer rolls a 5-1. And that's a pop out to third base. Play made by McMullen, who's having a banner day. Now, pitch hitter for the pitcher, Johnny Blanchard. Blanchard rolls a 6-2. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 10-3 Dodgers, 7th inning stretch time.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
The new Yankee pitcher is the tall 6'4" Raleigh Sheldon. Right-hand pitcher is a grade C pitcher with a Z modifier. And Frank Howard steps into the box. He homered his last time up, which wasn't very long ago. That was the last inning. Frank Howard rolls a 1-5. That's a 8 against the C. That's a base hit for Howard. He is 2 for 3. Slow runner at first. We'll play it safe with Howard. Ron Fairley rolls a 5-1. And that is going to be a ground ball to third base. Boyer goes to first. Retires Fairley. Howard goes to second. 1 out. Willie Davis. Willie Davis rolls a 2-4. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 gone for the Dodgers. And here's Johnny Roseboro, who rolls a 2-4, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So a nice inning for Raleigh Sheldon and the Yankees. We go to the top of the 8th. 10-3 Dodgers. All right, for the 8th inning, it's the top of the Yankee order. They got more runs to make up than they have outs left. They're going to need to get busy if they want to stay in this tournament. Take a pitch to Bobby Richardson. He rolls a 4-3. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher, Bob Miller. 1 out. Tommy Tresh rolls a 1-2, and that's hit on the ground to Junior Gilliam at second base. Throws to Fairley. That's 2 outs. Mickey Mantle rolls a 3-1, and that's a pop out. Ken McMullen is under it and makes the catch. Takes us to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 10-3 Dodgers. Ken McMullen leads off for the Dodgers, coming off a grand slam, which he slugged in the 6th inning. 1-5 is a base hit for McMullen. He is 3 for 4 in the day. Pitcher Bob Miller rolls a 1-2. That's a 25. That's going to be a double play. 4-6-3 double play. Here's Maury Wills. Wills is 3 for 5. He rolls a 1-2, and that's a ground out to second base. So Wills is 3 for 6 today. No runs on a hit, nobody left. We go to the top of the 9th. Dodgers 10 and the Yankees 3. All right, in the 1963 World Series, the Los Angeles Dodgers swept the Yankees 4-0. So the 64 Yankees came into this game hoping to exact some revenge. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. We go to the top of the 9th inning. We're down by 7 with 3 outs to go. Roger Maris, Elston Howard, and Joe Pepitone scheduled to bat. Bob Miller looking to throw a complete game. Throws a 3-3 roll to Maris. 2-6 is the second roll, and that's going to be a leadoff double for Roger Maris. That's the first mark against Miller's fatigue. Elston Howard rolls a 2-2 roll. That's a base hit, and it's going to score Maris. Single to right field for Howard. That's a second RBI for the day. And now, with the 2 hits and a run, that's 3 marks against Miller's fatigue. He's tired. Timeout. All right, flamethrowing Pete Rickard will be called on to relieve Bob Miller. He is a grade D pitcher, Y and Z modifiers. He'll be a grade C pitcher pitching to the left-handed Joe Pepitone for 1 batter only. I once watched him while warming up with, I think he was with the Orioles. Yeah, he was warming up on the warning track where pitchers used to warm up in the 60s in old Kansas City Municipal Stadium. He threw a ball through the screen over the head of the catcher, and it went through the screen. Here is Joe Pepitone. Pepitone's role is a 2-5, which is an 8 against a C pitcher. That's going to be a base hit. And the runner goes to second. So the Yankees' first 3 hitters are on. Double, single, single. Howard's at second. He is a slow runner. We'll play it safe. Pepitone's at first. Brings up Tony Kubek. Kubek rolls a 5-2. Ground ball to McMullen, who throws to Gilliam over to Fairley. It's a 5-4-3 double play. It takes Pepitone off the bases, and Elston Howard goes to third. So the Yankees have 2 outs. They're down to the last out, runner on third. And I forgot to change the scoreboard. It's 10-4. Cleet Boyer comes to bat. Cleet rolls a 5-1, which is a base hit by Cleet Boyer. That scores Howard. It's now 10-5. Yankees are going to send up a pinch batter. That's Hector Lopez. Let's see. Warriors at first. There are 2 outs as a result of the double play. Last chance for the Yankees. Here's a pitch to Hector Lopez. 2-6 is a ground ball to third base. Or it might be a strikeout. Let me see. Actually, it's a ground out to the shortstop. But that's the ball game. Final score, Dodgers 10 and the Yankees 5. Dodgers remain the kings of the hill. We'll be back with the line score. All right, for the line score, the final score was the Yankees 5 and the Dodgers 10. Yankees had 5 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. That was the very first play of the game. The Dodgers scored 10 runs on 15 hits and they committed no errors. Bob Miller is the winning pitcher. He goes 8 innings, gives up 5 runs. And Pete Mickelson is the loser in relief. Ken McMullen is the star of the game. He had 3 hits and 4 at-bats plus a walk. His big blow was the grand slam in the 6th inning that put the game out of reach of New York. So McMullen had 4 RBIs and he is today's MVP. So this win for the Dodgers gives us a chance to see Sandy Koufax pitch. And he'll be pitching against the 1965 Minnesota Twins. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and may God bless.